Hello, fellow time travelers. Mr. Bob here, and I'm just stopping by to thank you all for tuning into the show. It's been a huge success already. So if you enjoyed an episode, don't forget to leave a comment, like and share the episode. And please, tell your friends and loved ones how they too can time travel along with us. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Mr. Bob here, and just wanted to thank you all again. And now, on with the show. Okay, I just need to make sure I'm in the record mode, adjust my audio levels, and here we go. I'm so excited. Okay, fellow time trippers, for the first time, I'm taking my travel blog show on a long-distance road trip. I'm here at Chicago's Union Station. I'm about to board Amtrak's the California Zephyr for my 2,400-mile ride to San Francisco. I got a one-bedroom in the sleeper car, so I'm all set for the 52-hour ride to the West Coast.
Last call on California Zephyr leaving on track 9. All aboard!
Okay, that's my cue. I gotta run. Let me see. Car D, number 913. Wow, that was easier than I thought, finding my sleeper. These are pretty nice digs, especially since I'll have my own bathroom for the next 2 days.
Tickets! I need everyone's tickets!
Yes, sir, here's mine. Would you happen to have a few minutes to speak with me about the history of this train? For my travel blog.
My good man, as much as I'd like to, you've caught me at my busiest time. I've got to get this train loaded and underway. May I suggest going to the rear of this train, back to the club car. Our bartender there has mixed spirits on this train for many years. He's full of stories.
What a great idea. I bet he's like a walking encyclopedia. Thanks. I'm going to do just that.
Tickets! I need everyone's tickets!
Good evening, sir. What can I get for you this fine Chicago night?
Hi, I'm Mr. Bob, and I'm here to quench my thirst and hopefully pick your brain.
Well, Mr. Bob, my name is Bernie, and I've been tending this club car for the past 30 years. So, I believe I am qualified to quench your thirst. But as far as picking my brain...
Okay, I hear you. So what do you have that's good to drink? Something memorable.
Mr. Bob, I have what I like to call my signature drink, the Golden Spike.
And why do you call it that?
Actually, 2 reasons. One, because this line passes real close to Promontory Point in Utah, where they drove the last Golden Spike. That commemorated the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad way back in 1869.
And what's the other reason?
Because if you drink too many, you'll feel like there's one in your forehead.
Okay, Bertie, I get it. The joke's on me. For now, how about just a nice glass of red wine and some conversation?
Coming right up, Mr. Bob.
So, Bertie, you have really piqued my curiosity about completing this train run. What did you say? Over 150 years ago?
That's right. It was right after the Civil War. It was President Lincoln's idea to assemble a crew of mostly European immigrants that started in Council Bluffs, Iowa, and they worked their way west, while a crew of Asian immigrants started in Sacramento, California, and worked their way east.
And when did you say that was?
I believe it was in 1869. In the spring... You are listening to The World According to Mr. Bob, a historical fiction educational podcast based on true life events. Some sounds and language may be inappropriate. Listener discretion is advised. What the? This isn't Union Station. I'm not sure who you are and what you got going, but you got some explaining to do, Mr. Bob.
Bernie, my bad. You seem to know a lot about the first Transcontinental Railroad. So I thought you might like to experience the actual gold spike ceremony for yourself.
I'm so confused. First, where the heck are we?
Look, I'm a scientist and a former history teacher. I invented this time machine walking cane, and it just took us back to 1869. We are at Promontory Point in Utah. And all that commotion over there is the beginning of the gold spike ceremony. Come on, let's get a little closer and blend in with the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that after years of sacrifice and dogged determination that I, Leland Stanford, am able to bring these two great railroad companies, the Union Pacific and the Central Pacific, together to complete the first Transcontinental Railroad.
You see this poppycock, Angus? He's able? Who does he think he is with his fancy suit and tie? We were the ones out here bringing these two giant locomotives to this point with the tracks we laid.
Yeah, Billy Joe. We just spent years out here in all kinds of weather, singing giant rails of steel, and this jamoke is up there taking all the credit for our hard work.
This great endeavor will bring the two coasts of this vast country of ours even closer. This train will take the months it took to travel cross country by wagon and shrink it down to a matter of days.
Yeah, we do all the work and he's taking all the credit.
Not to mention all the money. Speaking of which, when do we get that bonus he promised us for laying 10 miles of track in a single day? Oh, I sure could use that money now.
With the end of the horrific Civil War upon us, this rail line will not only open the gateway to the west, but will spur development along the way. Towns are already popping up as the thousands of workers we employed bought their piece of land somewhere along the line. Taverns, general stores, and boarding houses. It is truly a wonderful sight to see.
What's he talking about? He wouldn't know a general store if he saw one.
Oh, seriously? This is probably the most dust those shiny shoes of his have ever seen.
It is now with great pride that I will attempt to hammer in this ceremonial golden spike, symbolizing the completion of the greatest accomplishment of this century. And now, gentlemen, if I could have the spike. The spike? Does someone have the golden spike?
I don't believe it. No one has the golden spike? Oh, that's too funny.
Bernie, check it out. I grabbed yours from the club car before we left.
Hey, Mr. Leland, I have the gold spike right here.
Excellent, my good man. Now, if you'll just bring it up here and hold it steady for me. It should only take me one big swing from this heavy sledgehammer. Oops!
He missed.
Then he missed the spike entirely.
That was just a warm-up swing. Now I will hammer the golden spike.
Whoa! Is it me, or is this entire train shaking?
I believe we have just pulled away from the station, Bernie.
Yeah, of course. Back on track. Oh, Mr. Bob, you got me all shook up with this time traveling. But man, that was cool to see the nailing of the golden spike. Hey, did you know in 1870, railroads changed the cross-country trip from months on a horse-drawn wagon to approximately a 7-day trip that cost as little as $65 for a ticket on the Transcontinental line from New York to San Francisco.
And to think, we're going from Chicago to San Francisco in just 54 hours. It's mind-boggling. I think I need a drink.
I'll line 'em up, Mr. Bob. Coming right up.
World According to Mr. Bob is produced by Bob Staniszewski and Adam Staniszewski. Recorded and mixed at Crooked Lane Sound in Cherry Hill, New Jersey by audio engineer and sound designer Adam Staniszewski. Episode number 5 of Season 3 was written by Bob Staniszewski and is titled The Transcontinental Railroad. It features Mark Pinsky as Leland Stanford. Alan Harris plays Bernie the bartender, and Daniel Latch and Daniel Doan are Billy Joe and Angus. New this season is Mr. Bob's Instagram page. Go into the studio and watch highlights from a Mr. Bob voiceover recording session, and also see photos of the actual locations of where Mr. Bob's episodes take place. Find and follow The World According to Mr. Bob on Instagram. But don't forget about The World According to Mr. Bob Facebook page and YouTube channels. Subscribe to those as well. Mr. Bob's graphics were designed by J.R. Farrell at Promotional Graphics in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Our video editor is Daniel Latch, at Dan the Latch on Instagram. The theme songs were created by Doug Maxwell and Ease Jammy Jams. For a full list of character and musical credits, please check out our website, theworldacordingtomrbob.com. If you'd like to advertise or sponsor the show and reach thousands of Mr. Bob listeners worldwide, please email us at worldofmrbob@gmail.com. I'm Danielle Byrne, announcer extraordinaire. Thank you for listening, and please tune in and download the next exciting episode of The World According to Mr. Bob. This has been a Moon Ranger production.
This episode of The World According to Mr. Bob is brought to you by Moon Ranger Productions. Looking for the perfect place to showcase your brand? At Moon Ranger Productions, we don't just produce great podcasts. We create immersive audio experiences that captivate audiences. Whether you're launching a new product, building brand awareness, or reaching a dedicated listener base, we can help you connect with engaged listeners from around the world who trust our content. Join with businesses that have taken their message to the next level with Moon Ranger Productions. Advertise with us, and let's make your brand shine. Visit moonrangerpro.com to get started today.